finished the entire series. I stopped watching it after the saddest scene ever.
Which is
Francesca.
Oh my God.
I literally was crying and then I had to go to work.
When he said, I'm going to lay down, I have a headache. I started
I knew Kim. I clocked
freaking
it
out. And Jose was like, what is wrong? I was like, you'll see.
You're like, you don't understand. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up my notes.
Wait,
Kim,
so
I
did
just
you
want
see
to talk about the show. I
the
cannot.
end of episode 5?
When they have their little, when he like professes his love to her.
No, not the mystery. Yes.
Yeah. And he goes, I love you. And I was like,
and then the song starts playing by Teddy Swims.
Yeah. That one. I was like,
that's when I was like
choice.
screaming. That's when I was like screaming and running around, and I just couldn't even live life. I literally, that's all I think about every day is Bridgerton. Every day, from the moment I wake up to even in my dreams.
It's so good. Kim, I love Benedict so much. Everything he does is just so good. And then when Sophie goes, I'm gonna go to the Penwood or whatever, Cressida, like she's gonna work at her house. And like, did you hear the way he was like talking to her? It was so sad, Kim. I thought he was gonna start crying, because then I will start crying. If he cries, I cry. I'm gonna cry. And I feel like he's at that point where he's about to cry.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
So you're on episode 6?
Yeah, 7. I started I just finished the funeral scene, and then I stopped watching. And the funeral scene's really sad, and Francesca's really sad, and I hate it.
I know.
Oh, God. I keep thinking that it's the episode, and then I keep going back to our text, and you're like, it's the last episode. I'm like, okay, this isn't obviously.
All right, let's get going.
Okay.
So excited.
Get it out.
Dearest gentle listeners. Dearest gentle listeners, if you thought the scandal was over, think again. Today, we return to the ton where feelings are repressed, stares last way too long, and one slow hand flex can absolutely ruin a person's life. I am your host, Lady Kim.
And I am your host, Lady Tiff, and this is Baby Boy Benedict Bridgerton season. Oh, I'm so excited. The artist, the dreamer, the softest man with the most unhinged emotions. And oh my God, look at him. Look at him right here. Look at him everywhere. He's everywhere. Look at him right here. And then this one.
Oh my God. A masked meeting, a love that starts in shadows, a woman who doesn't fit the rules, and a man who's never wanted to follow them anyway.
We all saw that menage a trois.
I know.
We all did. Kim texted, wait, before we continue, Kim texted me and she goes, oh my God, I can't wait till you get to like whatever episode. She's like, our baby boy Benedict is freaky. And I said, bitch, we knew he was freaky when he had that menage a trois. Don't even.
I know, but this is like really shining on his freakiness. Okay, but he's so gentle with it.
Oh God, stop. Love him. So this is Cinderella coded, slow burn, yearning on maximum romance. This is a Cinderella coded, slow burn, yearning on maximum romance. We're talking stolen moments, identity mysteries, class tension, and a man absolutely spiraling because he fell in love once and cannot let it go.
I listened back to our first when we did what we hoped would be in this episode.
Yeah.
And our intro was like, are you spiraling or are you spiraling? And he's
spiraling.
The button that he rips,
I love every minute of it.
The button that he like rips off and like throws.
What button?
Remember when he's like trying to put his button on, and so Sophie like helps him put the button on his neck, and he's sitting there constantly playing with that button, and then he gets so agitated that he just like tears it and like tosses it.
Yeah.
I'm like, baby boy Benedict, you're spiraling, like chill.
You're like,
out.
Oh my God. I like it.
Yeah. Grab your masks and your latest copy of Whistle Down and be prepared because we are the tea you are having today.
Wish you said that.
Stop. We'll talk about it.
He said, okay. So, okay, before we talk about it, Kim, how art thou? Hurry up. I have things to say.
That was good. 24/7 in my brain is Bridgerton, Sophie, Benedict, the playlist. I've been dying to talk to you about this. I mean, let's just go. How are you?
I'm good, Kim.
Good.
Let's just go because Charlie XCX, the 360 version, I said, I love this.
Can we please do a TikTok of us walking like that, doing the dance?
Yes.
It's like trending everywhere.
Yes. It's super cute, honey. I love it. No, we're doing a podcast right now, okay?
When you're done?
Yes, when we're done. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Wait, okay,
we're only talking about part 1. So that's episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. I have watched all the way up to episode 5, 5, and the first 10 minutes of episode 6. So it might blend, but that's fine.
Okay, and I have watched all. So
okay, yes, yeah.
I have okay, so I'm going to go through each episode, and then we can just share our thoughts based on that episode. Okay. So episode 1, The Waltz. John, Francesca, and Eloise return from Scotland. Violet is upset to discover that Benedict was absent as a result of the night of debauchery and pressures him to settle down. Okay, real quick. When she is like, "Where is Benedict?" and goes to his house, and she is like, "I am over this."
Oh my God. Yeah.
Flips over his blanket, and what do we see? Buns. I said,
Benedict's buns.
Love him. Love him.
Love it. And then the girl on the couch, and she goes, "Oh my God."
I love it all. Great introduction to where he is in life.
Yes.
Penelope is conflicted by her public status as Lady Whistledown, while Eloise has decided to become a spinster. Violet hosts the first ball of the season, a masquerade. At that ball, Queen Charlotte chooses Benedict as the season's catch. Lady Danbury explains that she desires to travel back to her ancestral homeland, but Charlotte rejects the notion. We will talk about it. I laughed so hard.
Oh my God.
Benedict is enamored by a mysterious lady in silver. The two dance and kiss on a private terrace.
That entire moment, Kim, when he saw her,
please,
up until when she left, was just, I was cheesing the entire time because he is so charming. I love his crooked ass fucking smile.
I know.
It's so good. And he's just so
I know. The two dance and kiss on a private terrace. At midnight, however, she flees and leaves behind a glove. The woman is revealed to be Sophie Beck, a maid in the employ of Arminita Gunn, the widowed Lady Penwood, and her two daughters, Rosamond and Posey. First thoughts, let's hit it with this episode. First of all, can I say the transition? I love the transition of everybody getting ready for the ball and putting their masks on. And then you see Sophie, and for those who know, we all know that's Sophie, this is her. And I loved that. What do you call it? Not a monologue. That montage.
Yeah.
And everything about the ball, and just when he sees her and sees that she hides her little dance card, and he's like, "This is my girl. She don't want to be here. She don't want to be with another man. This is who I want to be with."
Yeah.
I just, my heart, I just love it so much.
It's so good. I can't explain how fucking good it is.
It's like what I imagined when I read it. It's just the ball scene and them interacting and the glove and the way he just kisses her and their interaction and just I love them. I love them so much.
I love all of their masks and their costumes they wore.
Yes.
They look amazing. Okay. I love Eloise's. She's Joan of Arc.
Yes.
Love her. And I fucking hate Colin and Penelope.
Okay. Yeah, they're
this season They're so oblivious to everything going
They
on.
are just them
They're
living
just
in their
them.
own worlds. Colin is just living in his world of being the supportive husband of
Yeah.
Penelope,
Yeah.
and that's his place.
And
So
that's his place,
we
yeah.
don't need him to be much, but I mean, the pirate costume was a choice,
It
so.
was a bit much. Yeah, it was a bit much.
Yeah, especially when he had to
Um,
put his mask on. I was like, "What?"
yeah, yeah, that was like and then everyone when she took off her mask at midnight, everyone was all gasping that it's, like, her, and I was like, "Okay," but, like
It's because she had blonde hair.
yeah, but I was like, "This is
Yeah.
ridiculous."
Okay, let's take a moment and talk about the Queen Charlotte and Lady Danbury. So they kinda,
Oh
like,
my god.
set oh, you're not
I
even
have
ready.
such a
You're
soft
not
spot for Queen
even ready.
Charlotte, I do. You know I love
So they
her.
already set the, like, storyline for them, where it's gonna go. And Lady Danbury is just like, "Look, I'm tired. I'm
Yeah,
kinda done doing
she
this."
said, "I
And I
cannot
love
be
how
your
she's
bitch."
like, "Can I please go?" And I love how the Queen Charlotte's like,
No.
"No.
Yeah, I loved yeah, I got
Next."
emotional when Lady Danbury was, like, speaking about how she went
Mhm.
because like, in Queen Charlotte, in her show,
You
we
know.
see her yeah, and, like, she's always wanted to do things like that, but then she got
Yeah.
stuck there, and,
Mhm.
like not that she got stuck, but, she liked her time there, but now she just wants to go and do the things that she wants to do,
As
and
she
she's, like, getting
should.
really emotional about it, and then Queen Charlotte's like, "No," and fucking what's his Brimsley's like
Brimsley. Yeah.
he said
Brimsley, he is so amazing in this
I love
season. His
him.
side eyes, everything.
All of the looks that he's giving, like,
I
when
love it.
okay, we'll talk about it later. No, I'll talk about it right now.
Okay.
When Queen Charlotte, like, gives her that nod, like, of, "Okay." Oh my god, and Lady Danbury started crying. I said, "Shut the fuck up." And then the picture in the background when she's walking away is them when they're younger. I was like, "Shut
I
the fuck up."
know.
And Brinsley but, like, when the queen stands up, Brinsley was like, "Oh, shit."
I know, I know. I I loved it. I was like, "Okay, this is where we're going with their storyline." So I was
Yeah.
like, "That's great." And then I love God, just like Sophie and Benedict and just their this is, like, huge, obviously, for them, and this is their meeting moment. This is
Yeah.
the moment they meet, and it's just, like when I think about it, I don't know, I just get, like, butterflies in my stomach. It just makes me
It's
so
they are
giddy.
so cute.
He
I
is
love
cute.
oh my he is so cute, but I love Sophie too because she's so, like she's exactly how I imagine her being,
Mhm.
especially when they announced her, I was so excited,
Yeah,
and she's exactly like, I love her, she's
me
so good.
too.
I'm so
Ugh,
proud. And,
I
can we talk about Harry Potter, that bit with Cho Chang? I love her, I know that we're
yeah.
supposed to hate her, and I do, but her acting she is so good at playing the mean bitchy stepmom.
She
Like
I would love to see her in anything and everything where she's an evil person. Like,
yeah,
she is amazing. I
she's
was like,
so
I
good.
just the like, she doesn't do much with her face, it's all in her eyes. Like, she has
Yeah.
this look that is, like, chilling, and I'm just like, I love her
Yeah,
so much, and I
and I
hate
love her
her.
fit.
I hate her character, is
Yeah.
she's so mean. We also hate Rosamond, but we love Posey at
Oh,
this
we
moment.
love Posey, yeah. I hate Rosamund, she's annoying.
Yeah.
But I
She
love
what was
her
it, that scene where she's like, Mr. Bridgerton, uh, fancied me," and Posey was like, "Did he though?
yeah.
Did
She's
he?
like,
Mm,
"Really?"
did he?"
It's so funny, I love it.
Yeah, I really loved it. Such a great start to the season. Great first episode, I thought.
Yeah.
I was
I
like
think they did great
hooked.
introductions to everyone that's involved.
Yes, we brought everybody back. It was great. I was like, I'm settled. I'm ready to like jump into it.
Yeah.
So that's where we go into number 2, Time Transfixed, which I loved how they did this. They like rewound it back. They're like, this is
Yeah.
Sophie's story, and this is how we got to this point.
Mhm.
So, flashbacks reveal that Sophie is the illegitimate daughter of the Earl of Penwood, and her servitude at her stepmother Amanita's hands began after the Earl's death. She secretly attended the ball with the help of cook Irma and footman Alfie. Can we take a moment?
I love
Sophie
him.
Sophie,
Yeah, I
Sulky and
love him.
Sophie.
Yeah, I love him, and I love him when I loved it when they were in the
Square.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's, like, saying something, and he's like, "Well, who was it?" And she goes, "Bridgers," and he goes, "I'm sorry, what?" And she
Yeah.
goes, "It was Bridgerton," and he was like, "Sophie."
Sophie. Sophie. I knew you were wearing those colors.
I love him. I love all
He's
of the wait, I also wanna talk before we continue, since we're on the topic of this, I also wanna talk about how heavily centered it is on the help of
yeah.
the people in the houses and stuff, because it's
Mhm.
not just it's not
Mhm.
just of, like, class, it's,
Mhm.
like, totally, like you get more storylines of, like, the Featherington's head maid and how she moves to Penwood,
Varley,
and
yeah.
then you get the guy with the thick eyebrows for the Bridgerton
Yep.
family. He was there in the other seasons too,
Yes.
and so now he gets, like, a
John.
backstory. Yeah.
Footman John.
Yes, yes. Oh my
Footman
god,
John
love
and
him.
homegirl with the arm.
Yes! Oh my god! I so cute. When
I
she said
know.
that, I was like, "You shut up right now."
I know.
I
I
love
know.
it. Love it for her, and I just love how it's like, the people at the cottage, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
it's
They're
very because you
people
don't
too. They're
really
there.
see. Yeah, exactly, and you don't see it, and I like that they did it. I know that it's because Sophie is a maid, but the way that they do it is very, like it's not like, it's very showing light.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't know, it's just really good.
Have you seen
Amazing.
The Gilded Age on HBO Max?
No.
So The Gilded Age, I guess it's this era, Regency, I'm not really sure, but um and it's about the higher class, but then also the servants and everything are heavily involved. You know them, and that's what
Mhm.
it kind of is. And I know people are saying it's kind of like Downtown Abbey. I've never watched Downtown Abbey though,
Never seen that.
so the best I could relate it to was The Gilded Age, which is such a really if you're like in a oh my god I want to watch more. I don't have Bridgerton anymore. I highly recommend The Gilded Age. It's super good. That's what I was getting, but I also loved it how they intertwined these extra characters, and you get to see these other people who know the gossip, who witness everything, and then we get to hear like their little conversations. Like in the first episode at the Bridgerton house, you got all three standing there, and they're talking about Penelope Collins' son, and they're just
Yeah,
like you get their little combos too. So like I like the way that they incorporated it.
yeah. So good.
Yeah. Okay, so she secretly attended the ball with the help of cook Irma and footman Alfie. Benedict decides to seek the lady in silver by having Penelope publicize him in her paper and engaging with debutantes. Wait, okay, so everybody is like, you know, she's Asian. So why are you talking to everybody else? You
I
know,
know.
let him talk to everybody else, okay?
Listen,
Because let me
that's
tell you
what
this. Let me tell you this. If he only was talking to Asians, everybody would be like, "Why aren't you talking to everybody else?"
yeah.
It would have been on the other side.
Mhm.
So let him talk to whoever the fuck he wants to talk to.
Yeah, it's very Cinderella coded, and in Cinderella, like,
You didn't question
he
in
went to
Cinderella.
someone's house to put, like,
Yeah.
their shoe on, and he went to, like, literally everyone, like, even,
Yeah.
like, the farmers and stuff,
Yeah.
and so
Just let
it
him
shouldn't
be.
matter. This
He
is
left. You
and
know what?
Benedict is literally and also you have to understand he is a drunk, and so he probably was drinking and just, like,
You know what?
"Hello."
He was just so in love with her, like in just infatuated with her that he sees no race. Okay, let him
Yeah.
be. Anyway, Lady Danbury and Queen Charlotte have an argument, and Charlotte becomes despondent. Violet notices that the glove bears at the crest of Penwood House, and Benedict calls on the family. While Benedict is engaged in conversation with Posey, Alfie encourages Sophie to reveal herself, but she refuses, and we get the iconic enchanted
Okay,
string
that
quartet.
song
I was
so
like
that
crying.
particular version of that song is a cinematic, like, epic version of it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's my favorite, and I've been listening to it forever, and when as soon as I heard it, I was like, "This is her," and
I
the way that she's looking at
I
him and,
know,
like,
and the things that
oh
she
my
says and the way he just, like, looks at the door when he knows that somebody was there. They put that song I think all of us as fans assumed that song was gonna be when they first see each other at the ball,
Mhm.
but where they placed the song was just so
Perfect.
perfect. Alfie encourages Sophie to reveal herself, but she refuses. Benedict mentions Sophie's silver costume, cluing Armanita into Sophie's escapade. Sophie is dismissed and eventually finds new employment in the state of an acquaintance of Benedict's. Sophie stands up to an assault in Benedict's presence, resulting in another dismissal. Benedict offers to find her a new position in London. So, number two, we did get, and we spoke about it when we did our what we hope would they show in this season, where he goes to like a party and they try to assault. Well, I guess they end up
Yeah.
trying to assault the other maid, her friend, and she comes in and helps. And the way that Benedict yelled,
He said, "Apologize to her," and I
it
said,
was
"Okay."
I was like, oh
I was
my god.
like, I like this a lot."
I was like, choke me, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were like, "My pearls are clutched."
My flappers are gasted. Um, Great episode.
So
We learned more about who Sophie kind of
good.
was when she was little, how she ended up where she was with Armanita. And that scene, I think we all collectively as viewers knew right off the bat when Armanita was like, your father, he left you nothing in
Mhm.
your will. And we were just like, bullshit.
I still don't believe it. I've only gone to episode 5, and I don't
Yeah.
believe that because the flashbacks show
Yeah.
otherwise,
He loved
okay?
he loved her.
Yeah.
And what else happens in this one? So this is where Benedict just goes like off the hinges. Like he is
Oh, yeah.
spiraling, drawing his
He's drawing her in the
the
most intense way too. He said,
sketches.
like, he's like
These in his brother's ledger, he's
yeah,
drawing.
yeah.
Have you gotten to the
His
scene with
brother yeah, in
Anthony?
the scene where Anthony's like, "You've been planning things." Like, he was closing the book. Before he could finish his sentence, my first thought was, "Oh my god, he saw the drawing."
Yeah, all of them. He's drawing in his brother's like ledger book. He is just obsessed with this woman
He's painting her.
for everybody who knows, Benedict does not finish his drawings. He
Mhm.
loves painting. He doesn't, however, he never finishes it. But it's just so good. I love it so much. This is the scene. Wait, did he? Oh yeah, he went looking for the lady in silver. So, what are your thoughts on this episode? Favorite parts? Like, did you love it? Was it
I
good?
loved the scene when he is searching for her.
Mm-hmm.
I like that scene because it's like you don't see Benedict do anything like that. He's very much like how he doesn't finish his paintings. He really doesn't finish something he
Anything?
puts his
Yeah,
mind to. And so he's very determined. Like he's really like I really want to find her and it's exciting to see.
yeah,
And then there's like a moment I think in the episode. Oh yeah, when he goes to the party where he's like kind of given up. And
yeah.
then he meets Sophie or whatever, but I think is it that episode when they arrive at the cottage where he's like,
The very next episode, they arrive.
"Oh, okay, yeah." Because then you see him again where he's like, "No, no, I'm going back. I have to find that girl." And
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And it's, like, exciting because it's like, we know who she is, but it's like,
Yeah,
it's nice to see him,
obsessed.
actually try to accomplish something because he
Yeah,
really wants it, so
um, a scene that I also loved and I got emotional was when Armanita lets her go, and she's saying
yeah.
goodbye to everybody, and Alfie is just like, "I don't wanna say goodbye, like, I wanna just stay mad, like, don't."
Yeah, oh my god, yes, when he was like, "I wanna be mad," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then when Posey, like, gives her, like, the shoe clips or whatever,
"Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah."
which is a returning, situation.
Conversation.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, the shoe clips. But this scene was just great. They had we talked about it. We're like, are they gonna get is he gonna get into a physical because of what they're gonna do to her? And
yeah,
they did it. They did it really well. Um, I loved it.
yeah.
I loved
It was
this
so good.
episode. So, episode 3,
Let's get to the cottage
the
episode.
field to the other road. Okay. Benedict and Sophie take shelter from the rain in the former's country cottage. Sophie treats Benedict's wound. The next morning, the cottage loyal keepers, the Crabtrees, insist that they stay until Benedict is healed. The two bond and kiss. Miss Crabtree urges Sophie to remember her place and Benedict to do right by Sophie. Meanwhile, to replace Sophie, Arminita begins poaching staff from other households. This is so
Yes.
scandalous.
When I heard the maid started talking, or no, she said something to the lady that hosted the ball.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, it's my carriage driver. You know him, right?" And I was like,
yeah, beginning the maid wars in Mayfair, even Varley agrees to work for the Penwoods after Portia refuses to raise her wages. We will talk about that scene.
"Oh my God, I have a lot to say about that scene."
Francesca wonders about her lack of pinnacle while with John and seeks advice from Penelope, while Lady Danbury proposes that she find Queen Charlotte a new lady in waiting. Violet admits to Marcus that she wants to pursue a relationship with him, and Benedict and Sophie return to London. Okay, let's start at the top. My cottage. First of all, I cackled so hard when she was like, "This is cute," and he's like, "That's my horse's
Yeah,
stable.
that's a stable.
This is the cottage." And she was like,
really like this
her
massive
face,
house.
her face was like, "Oh, like what the fuck is happening?" The cottage scene was everything.
It was exactly as I would want it to be.
It's everything we talked about.
It really is the lake scene, Kim.
First of all, when he's injured, remember when he's like, "Kiss me, kiss me."
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't.
I said kiss him right now.
I love when they were having their breakfast together, and he's like so cute in his bed.
So sweet. He's like,
I know. And I loved the kite scene
oh,
together.
that scene was so good.
Oh my God, what else? I can't even think. I'm so flustered by it.
The lake scene, Kim. We have to talk about him. His just all of it, Kim. The buns. They zoomed in on the buns.
The what did they call this?
The buns were like this part of the screen, Kim.
What did they call it? The V? His little like.
Oh yeah. Just everything, Kim. All about it. You listen, for the girlies that didn't like Benedict before this season, get in fucking line, okay? Listen, I loved Benedict from season 1, even with the ugly hair. You know what I'm talking about when his hair was like big.
Yeah.
So loud. He was pink.
Yeah.
It was like Elvis hair. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So in the book, and we talked about this in our earlier episode, the scene in the book is like they do it by the lake.
Yeah.
And that's when he says, like, "Be my mistress." And she's like, "No." I'm so happy they didn't do it by the lake.
Yeah, me too. It was
build up. Yeah, right.
In the stairway.
And I love that they didn't do that, but I love that they shared a kiss. I was like,
no. I said, "Ooh, little cheeky."
Can't. So scandalous.
No. Oh God, I love it.
I love them. I love the Crabtrees. Everything, like, from when they like got to the cottage and he's like, "There should be a spare key," and she just like makes her way in the house and he's like,
she calls in.
Yeah, he's like, "Okay." And the fire and how she just like takes care of him. And they're like just moments together in the library or his drawing room. And that whole scene where they do the French thing together.
Oh yeah. I thought he was going to recognize her mouth.
I know. It just, the lake scene the cottage scene was just brilliant.
So good.
I loved it.
It was so good. It set a very realistic foundation, which is what I like about Bridgerton, is because they set realistic foundations for their love. You know what I mean? It's not like some make-believe shit. It's like a good solid thing. And like Marcus and Violet.
Yes, and then they have to like go back to reality, right? They have to go back to Mayfair and deal with like what just happened. And Sophie is just very like Benedict is very like, "We're gonna beat this," and Sophie is like, "No, we cannot. Like, I want to, but we can't." And Benedict's just like, "But we can." So, and she's like, "No, we can't." And she's just like, "Maybe."
Yeah.
No, we can't.
No.
Yeah.
Said,
No, yeah, maybe. Um, the whole okay, let's talk about Portia and Varley.
Portia,
The, Varley
Featherington,
yes, how she
and
was
okay,
like
yeah, yeah. Oh my god, the dress thing, can she go when she pulled out that first dress, I said, "What is that?" And then she pulled out the yellow feathering one that she wore in, like, season 2.
yes.
I said, "Wardrobe did not put that shit in that box."
I when she Varley just wants to be appreciated and paid
Yeah.
well, and Portia gave her her clothes.
Yeah.
I love their, like, just, like, argument, and she's like, "Well,
Yeah.
if you wanna go, then just go." Like, Portia's like, "I'm not gonna, like, make you stay," and
Yeah.
Varley's like, "Alright then."
Okay. Yeah.
And then Portia's like, "What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, she
my
said,
best
"Wait a
friend just
minute."
left."
Yeah, her only friend, by the way.
Yeah. It was I just loved it. I love that there's more Varley. Varley is such a gossip, like, she knows so much.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, in the second half, we see more. Um, and I just love Armanita, what a bitch, man.
God, I love her.
Who starts a
She is
maid's
a bitch,
war?
but
That
I
is
love her. Yeah, she is such a bitch, and I love her.
I
Such a
know.
bitch, and I love her.
I
And I
love her
love her outfits. I love the way she is beautiful and scary at the same time, and
she's
she
rocking
is
that
on my
black.
list of
She's
my of the
rocking the black, like,
I love it.
forever. She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm always gonna be in
She said, "I don't
mourning."
need no man. I'm gonna be in mourning forever
Mhm.
because
I was asking Jose, I was like, "How long do they wear black for mourning?"
until they're ready."
Damn, she been wearing black for a long ass time.
Because they said it in
The ball.
Queen Charlotte's season
Oh, okay.
when Lady Danbury's husband died.
Mhm.
Before that, right, they were having a conversation, and they were talking about how another lady in the town was wearing black, and I remember, like, Queen Charlotte was like, um she said something about, like, "Oh, it's been, like, months," and then, like, Lady Danbury's like, um, she might as well be mourning for the rest of her life or something like that, and it's like they said it. I remember they said it
Mhm.
somewhere.
So
But
it's
yeah.
just whenever they're ready.
They could just yeah, whenever they're ready.
And Armanita is, like, just rocking that shit.
Honestly, I feel like she does it because she just doesn't want anyone to
Yeah.
fuck with her. Like
Yeah. She's like, "I'm over this. It's my children's turn to find love or
yeah.
marriage."
It's not even that. I feel like she just wants the power of the house.
Yeah.
Because if you're
Um,
still in mourning, I feel like there's a thing where you can't really, like they can't take everything away, you know?
mhm. And so we also have to talk about they bring back Colin and Penelope's carriage
Oh my god, when
scene.
that scene showed up, I was alone when I watched it, and I still paused it, and I said, "It's broad daylight." I think it was, like, the first, like, 10 minutes of the episode, Kim,
Yeah.
and I was like and then they were there,
Mhm.
right? And then they come out, and they're
For
all like
ice
kissy
cream.
kissy. They're all kissy, right? And Francesca's chilling at the table, and I said,
Yeah. They're there to meet their sister for ice cream after they got the diddly. There's
"I
something
hate them."
special about the carriage for them.
Yeah,
Anytime they ride a carriage, they're gonna make that thing rock.
it's very sentimental to
They're gonna
them.
rock that carriage.
Mm-mm.
Just
Yeah, it
around the
was
corner,
unexpected.
please. Yeah, I was like,
I
"Okay."
said, "Wait a minute,
And then
is
not
this
go to
season
ice
3?"
cream. Yeah, I was like, "Okay." Um, and then Francesca wonders about her lack of pinnacle. Pinnacle was such a word that was
It was used at least 100 times in that episode.
oh my god, pinnacle, pinnacle, pinnacle. Yeah. And because she just can't get it with John, and I feel
Yeah.
she loves John. I truly believe she loves John.
It started with him because they wanna have kids, and
Mhm.
he said, "I heard that if both have pinnacles,
Yeah.
then,
You can have a
you know,
kid.
whatever," and that's what got her thinking,
Yeah.
and then that's what made her wanna start asking people,
I
and
just
every single response that she got from everyone was hilarious,
oh,
by
I
the
loved
way.
it.
It was so good, and so she finally just
Penelope
talked to John about it, and I was like,
yeah.
"That's right, girl." Get yours.
And I love the relationship between John and Francesca, and just,
It's
like,
so sweet.
he's so sweet, and he's so patient with her, and he's just, like, there, like a partner, like, "We're in this marriage together, like,
Yeah,
let us do this together," and I just love their relationship.
yeah. I've always loved their relationship. Super soft and sweet. They're a soft love. They're for the soft
Yes.
lovers, and because the Bridgertons are very powerful lovers,
Oh,
okay?
they're hard.
They're
Mhm.
very yeah, and but I feel like Francesca was never that way, and
She
so I
knew it too,
like
she's
that
different,
they're
she was
yeah.
always different.
But I do love
Um,
that we see a little bit more of her talking, like, more personality from her,
yeah.
because that's the type of Francesca in the book, is, like, she's
Yes.
very
This
talkative and, like,
this
she loves
Francesca.
being around her family. Yeah, this one. I think the last season's Francesca was, like, very more, like, reserved and very
Mhm.
quiet, distant
Mhm.
from family, which is not really how she was written.
Yeah, I agree. I liked this version of Francesca. She's, like, kind of becoming her own, and she's
Mhm,
learning still as she goes. Um, One thing I praise about this season versus season 3 is that they have a lot of storylines going on also, but, like, we're fully invested with everybody. We're fully invested with Benedict. We're fully
mhm.
invested with Francesca. What's going on with Eloise? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on with Lady Danbury and the Queen? Season 3, there was, like, a lot of characters, and it was, like, chaotic and just, like, too much, and just everything it was, like, I
There
felt
was a
like
lot of storylines, and it
yeah,
wasn't a lot of the balance with the main couple and the other ones in
yeah.
season 3, the other people overpla like,
Yeah,
was
and
too
I felt like
heavily
it wasn't,
compared.
like, cohesive, like, it didn't
This one is very
flow.
well balanced.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
connects
and all of the
well.
storylines are flowing together, like, they intertwine.
Mhm, mhm.
So
They
good.
intertwine. Even, like, I saw a TikTok, it was like, "Season 4 is so good that I never had to skip the mantra." Who is that couple? The couple that becomes,
Oh,
um,
yes, I know who you're
the
talking about. Yeah, she's the
new
queen
lady in
new
waiting.
waiting,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're like, "That's how you know the season's good because I don't ever have to skip their scenes," because I will admit whenever their scenes would come on in the past, I would never really pay attention. I'd just be like, "Whatever."
yeah,
And them being in here, I was, like, fully invested in their relationship, in what she wanted. Her husband was so supportive for
yeah,
her. I loved them.
yeah,
They did just a really good job this season, like, connecting everyone's storyline, and then it still all flows back to Benedict
and
and
Sophie, yeah,
Sophie, and their, like, status and, like, upperclassmen, lowerclassmen, what you can have, what you can have, and, like,
mhm,
it just really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
it's so good.
Um, and then let's get to episode 4,
Okay,
an
which one is
offer
this one?
an offer from a gentleman.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Violet is convinced to hire Sophie as a lady's maid for Eloise and Hyacinth. The family is pleased and intrigued by Sophie's fine education and asks her to stay on permanently. Agatha successfully proposes Alice Mondrich as a new lady waiting to the queen.
And I said, "Stop." Sorry.
After some investigation, Violet invites Miss Hollis, a young lady who fits the description of the lady in silver, to tea. Sophie spills tea on Benedict's hands, causing her to admit in private that his constant persistence unsettles her. Benedict resolves to spend more time at his bachelor lodgings. John is understanding of Francesca's sexual frustration in order to have a private night with Marcus. Violet has Francesca host a family dinner. Francesca is
Yes.
surprised by Michaela's sudden arrival. With the rest of the staff given the night off, Benedict and Sophie run into each other. Benedict admits his feelings for Sophie and asks her the ultimate question: "Will you be
Will
my
you be my
mistress?"
mistress?
But she is disquieted by the idea and leaves. Varley, now Armanita's housekeeper, welcomes Armanita and her daughters to the house next door to the Bridgertons.
Yeah.
So much to talk about in this final episode of part 1. They really threw everything out there and, like, left us waiting a whole month to
Yeah,
watch
I
the
didn't
next
have
season.
that's why I didn't jump on it as soon as you guys did.
Okay.
I'm watching it and I can just keep going. Okay.
The Okay, so Violet having Sophie. So Violet's like so keen and she knows
Oh, I love Violet Bridgerton.
she
I love
is
Mama Titties. I love her.
she
I
is
love
like
her.
so keen and knows everybody's situation. She knows when something's up. She knows when one of her kids are falling in love.
Mhm.
Um, and for her, she just knows something's up with Sophie
Yeah.
and she respects it. Like
Mhm.
something's going on with her. We have to just like let it be. We'll learn on our own if she wants to tell us.
Yeah.
And she's just so like caring for Sophie. And
It's nice to see.
that scene when Benedict is having tea with that neighbor,
Oh, yeah.
and he just like, remember when he says like the quote, he's like, "Oh, somebody once told me my French isn't good," and she's like, "Well, that person is a fool," and he was
Yeah,
like,
and he was like, first of all, bitch."
"This conversation is literally over.
Yeah,
Like,
he
how
said, "I'm
dare
zoning
you?
out." He goes,
How dare you?"
Great, I'm disassociating out." He,
Yeah,
like,
and then
literally
yeah, he did, and then Sophie like walks in and just like, and you can just see Violet just looking like, "What is happening?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening truly between my son and this maid?"
Ugh, I
I
love
loved
him.
it. I
I
loved
love
that
how
scene.
unhinged he gets when she's around,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
he
how
can't handle
crazy
it.
he is when she's not around, because you
Like,
can tell he's, like, on edge. Like, when he's at
remember
the parlor and stuff,
oh my god.
he's on edge all the time.
Mhm. Like, remember that scene where, like, she's just standing at the window and he's just like, "Don't go. Like, please don't go." And she's
Yeah.
like, "I must." And then he, like, literally, like, breaks his pencil
Yeah.
so hard, and I was like,
I said
"My man, like, oh, he is, like, just
I love him.
obsessed with her."
Love him.
Um, and what else are we talking about? Okay, John is understanding of Francesca's sexual frustration. I love that
Mhm.
conversation
Oh,
between the 2 of
yeah,
them.
we said it again, we said it before, we're just gonna keep saying it, that their relationship is so, like, healthy,
Mhm.
and, like, all everything good about a relationship is Francesca and John, and I think it's so sweet to
Yeah, me
see
too.
them, and it makes me
It
cry.
makes me very sad. And then the return of Michaela, who I was wondering when she was gonna return,
Mm,
and she showed up
yeah.
ready. She just said, "Pop, here I am." She took a
Yeah, she said,
video.
"I was driving that carriage, bitch," and I said, "With your titties
I
out?"
love her. I love
Love her.
bouncing on
I
that
love it. Yeah,
carriage. She, like,
you gotta
knocks
get
on it.
her, and you gotta get Mama Bridgerton on that
She
carriage.
knocks on it, and she's like, "Colin, Penelope, we're here."
She opens it and they roll out.
They're like, "Are we here for dinner? We're
Yeah.
here, the party."
No. Go
Um,
away.
and then the most iconic like scene from number 4 that was talked about was Mama Violet Bridgerton. I am the tea you were
Oh
having, the
my
lingerie.
god. I love her. I love everything about her, and I love that she's having her moment with him. I like
Mhm.
him,
Me
okay? The
too.
look that he gives her,
He was like,
her reaction is accurate, okay?
I love when she disrobes and she's just standing there in front of the mirror fully naked.
Mm,
Like, as moms, like, we get it. Your
yeah,
body changes. And it just, she was like, she took her robe off and she was like, "I'm still fucking snatched. Like,
yeah.
shit. I'm hot." She's like, "I'm hot."
She
She's
said,
hot,
"Okay." She
hot
said,
in
"You're
that
okay,
robe.
Mr. Marcus."
That robe, like her outfit, her
Oh, she looked
lingerie.
good. Her titties, Kim.
Oh
You
my
know she don't
God.
play about them bitches. You know
Look
she
back at
don't.
previous seasons, her titties be up to her chin. Like
She don't play. You
that,
gotta let
she,
'em know.
her garden was tended to
Oh
that
my
night.
god, I love it. Oh, I'm
I
so
know.
happy for
I
her.
was, and I love that her maid is just like down and she knows.
Yeah, her mate's
She's
like,
like,
"Don't worry,
"We're gonna
we
take the
can
night
do
off.
this." Yeah.
You
It's
silence
what
in the."
it just so happens to be our day off anyways.
I
So,
love it.
it's
I
just so good.
love that. And we get to the pinnacle, most important scene, them crossing each other's paths on the stairwell.
Oh my god.
Something about Bridgerton hands. I
I
don't.
know. I literally cannot. And honestly, this episode or this season shows a lot of Benedict's hands,
Oh
and
my
I
god.
love it because Benedict is an
With
artist and
his
he uses
ring,
his hands.
with the rings and the bracelets
Yeah,
that he
he's
be rocking.
listen.
That when
Maybe
he
for
put
Benedict.
his fingers in his mouth and did the diddly with his fingers, I was, like, literally hitting Jose. I was, like, sliding off my couch, literally, like, sliding off my couch, grabbing onto Jose, like, dragging him down. I was like, "Oh my god." And then
Kim.
he goes, "Will you be my mistress?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I stood up, I was, like, running, like, "What?"
I know,
And
I was like, "This is not the time to ask
literally.
that
And
question."
the way he, like, whispers it,
Yeah, like it's some, like, great like, the greatest thing ever.
but, like, low key, I mean, we all would have folded and been
Everyone would have
like,
said yes.
yeah.
Honestly, none of us are Sophie. None of us are Sophie because we all would've been like, "Yes, don't even ask me again.
Where do we
We're going
stay? The
upstairs." Yeah.
cottage? Yeah.
Yeah, where are we hooking up? Let me know. Okay?
Yeah, don't lie, we would all have said yes, okay?
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna fucking say no to him.
Be my okay, yes,
Will
happily.
you be my yes, I'll do anything. You don't even know what I was gonna say. I don't
Yeah,
need to.
don't
I
finish
don't
it.
need to.
Don't finish that sentence.
Yeah, don't finish the sentence. Keep doing what you're doing.
I like, I just I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "We still have the bathtub scene," like, this isn't even,
Yeah, there's
like
so much more. There's so much more.
it's so good, and then I knew from reading the book that Arminita was next door,
Yeah.
but when it still got revealed, I was, like, shocked.
Yeah, I still was like, "Oh my god." 'Cause I
Me
knew it was her,
too.
and even when they mentioned it, in my head, I said, "I know exactly who it is." I seen
Yes,
her roll up, and I said, "Bitch."
and Varley, I was, like,
Yeah, that one threw me that one I had a shock too.
what is
'Cause
so
I was like, "Oh."
great what is so great about this season is, like, we read the books, we know how it ends,
Yeah, we know
but
exactly
there's
what's going to happen.
still, like,
It's just so
you're
good.
still
It's
surprised by
dramatic. That
yeah.
shit's dramatic.
And I forgot to mention, we have to talk about there's a scene where Benedict is searching for Sophie and he uses Eloise to walk the little
Oh, yeah.
and there's that part where, like, all the men come up to her and she's like,
Yeah, and
she's
she's like, "Ooh, I don't like any of this."
I love it. She's
I
so
love Eloise.
amazing, and it's just, like, building up to
I
her
know,
season.
I feel like okay, honestly, the writers for Bridgerton are masterminds because
Mhm,
the way that they did it out of order for the books
mhm.
is it makes it so good because, like, everybody loves Eloise's story because Eloise and Philip are, like they're the way they meet and how
Yeah.
Eloise's is so
Well,
good. Everyone loves
because
Benedict's story.
Eloise throughout the entire season was very, "I'm never gonna fall in love. I'm
Yeah,
never
and so
gonna
you're
go
just
fall
setting this
into
up.
this trap of marriage and weddings and to
Yeah.
be this blah blah blah." And Benedict was the same. Like, "I'm never gonna no, like, we're not I'm gonna be free and be this person that just, like, does whatever I want. Nobody cares about me." He's like, "You have Anthony. Anthony has his son. I'm literally pushed off. Like, nobody cares about the second child syndrome."
Yeah.
And there's, like, later on in the season, there's, like, a really warm moment between Benedict and his mom that, like, I, like, cried, and there's 2 moments between them that just you're just like, "Benedict, you are special, like, just because you're the second son doesn't mean you're not special."
I know. Oh my god, my baby
But we'll
boy.
talk about it later. But yeah, God, this when I finished watching this season, I just, like, could not believe I had to wait another month to watch the rest. And it's so good. The
It's so
first
good.
half was just perfect.
I can't wait to finish it. I'm so excited because there's so many scenes that I know are gonna be in there, and I wanna watch them unfold.
Oh my god, it's so good. I can't wait for us to talk about it. But so far, the first 4 episodes, they're just God, they're so good. I just think about it all every day,
I love
every
it. I
day.
love Benedict. What can I
Benedict,
say?
baby boy
Baby
Benedict
boy
with
Benedict.
the buns and the
He's with
jam.
with the buns, Kim.
I
He got
love
them
him.
buns.
I love him. I love Sophie. Sophie's just so great.
Sophie's so good. Oh my god. I
I think
love her.
everyone here is everyone this season, it's like they're on, like they're just like they're top.
Oh my God, their acting is so good. It's so good. It's like, and I think they're just so, they have a tight, because we all see it on social media. They're like behind the scenes TikToks and stuff. They're such a close knit crew that it's like you can see it on screen and it's just so, and it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, I loved it. Everything about this season so far, the first 4 episodes are just top tier. I can't imagine being somebody who's never watched it.
Yeah.
Like, how?
I envy the person that has never seen Bridgerton, because then I get to watch all the seasons and everything leading up to this.
Literally envy the person who's waiting for the entire series to be completed.
Yeah.
And then to just like binge
it
for the first time. To rewatch these, I want to rewatch
Professions.
I literally want to rewatch the last like couple episodes because I just am so obsessed with them.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch Queen Charlotte, especially
I love
now.
Queen Charlotte. Love Queen Charlotte.
I really want to rewatch it now because the whole Lady Danbury Queen Charlotte storyline. And God, it's just so good. This freaking show. I love it so bad.
It's so good.
I know.
I love it so bad.
I love it so bad. It's so good.
It's so good. Can't describe it any other way.
You can't. Like,
it's crack on TV.
Just talking about it makes my heart pound.
I want to watch it right now. Let's stop talking.
Okay. Okay, so we're not going to rate the Bridgerton series because I think for us, they'd be number 1.
There's no way to rate it.
Yeah,
there's no way.
We're not rating them.
No.
I mean, they're top tier 5 out of 5, but on our list, we're not going to put them down.
Yeah.
Okay. Part 1, baby. Part 1.
I'm so excited for part 2.
Part 2 is where the conversation will be had.
Yes.
There'll be so much to talk about for part 2.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcast, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Official Page to Picture for book to screen updates and behind the scenes content, Benedict buns.
Yeah.
And author interviews.
Tune in next week as we talk about season 4, part 2, the episodes that had me screaming, crying, laughing, running around the house, and hitting my husband. They were amazing. In one sitting,
me hitting no one.
In one sitting, we sat there and we said, let's watch it. After we watched Survivor season 50, which I cried.
I can't watch it.
I cried on Survivor season 50 when the official actual episode came out. The montage, the intro that they did, I cried because I've been watching Survivor since season 1. Then just like watching all the characters, and there's like a certain situation that happens, and I like cried and I said, I'm so ready for the season's gonna be amazing.
Oh my God.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
And
tune in this Thursday as Kim sat down with indie author Leslie McElroy about her book, The Sweetest Risk.
Hockey romance, obsessed.
You love those.
I do. I love it. I loved her. She was so much fun. We laughed. I was like re-listening to the episode when I was editing, and we just laughed so hard. She's such a great writer. This is like, I love a romance, a sports romance, especially.
Yeah.
And this was such a great one. So that episode airs this Thursday.
Hooray!
Hurrah!
Hurrah! I'm there.
I know. Well, with that being said, dearest gentle listeners, until next time, XOXO.
Bye. XOXO.
Lady Boy Benedict. Oh. Lady Boy Benedict. Lady XO.